Just note if you're able to see my screen.
Yes, perfect. Go for it.
Okay, great. Yes, hi everyone. Kshitij Singh, Associate Director at S&P Global. Um, I had a bit of a journey from where I started my career 15 years ago. I was a QA associate and then moving to managing QA. But since the turn of how we have been taking on the technical side, I loved to invest my I love to invest my timing more on DevOps. And since DevOps, I have been doing and trying multiple thing on cloud. I am AWS certified solution architect professional, and I'm continuously trying on multiple things. Currently, I'm working for a team which is cloud solution shared services engineering. I would like to tell something about this team. It is a team where you get a talk from every direction and you have to find a solution. So in this journey, there will be security team talk coming to you. There will be a finance team coming to you, and then there will be normal code compliance and governance team coming to you and talking about how they can improve the cloud native system. So yeah, I'll just go through my my slide and then we'll talk more about it through that. Uh, yeah, a disclaimer on this is an opinion just expressed by myself. Although I have kept the content as close as true to my knowledge, but yes, it is just my independent knowledge. Yes, so how Cloud Custodian resolved some organizational hurdles. People kept talking to me about, okay, do something or the team, and so there was unknown coverage. We, as an organization, we have 250 plus accounts. All accounts have different resources. Some used, and I'm talking about AWS. Some used Terraform, some used CloudFormation. Some resources were created manually over the console. So yeah, unknown coverage. We use Cloud Custodian inventory policies. It is just get things out of the accounts, start storing them and channel them to a Power BI board. So yes, we did that so that it can be shown in a fancy way. We are also exploring how we can do that on Datadog, but currently everything goes from here to a Power BI board, explaining what is our coverage, showing our cost through everything on Power BI. There were also questions about untagged resources. We went through a length of discussion about what should be our basic tags. Basic tags and how can we implement that. So we have added a couple of tags which ensures us that whenever we are auto remediating something, we do not harm the production system. So we do put an environment tag, a creator tag, which can be a contact person at the time of any remediation, and also there are some cost allocation tag which is helpful in our cost monitoring. So where does this budget come from for a particular resource? So yeah, this was very useful. Some security auto remediation which we applied. IAM keys rotation. We verified that our security should be a top priority. There are some security groups which are self-referencing. Some of them are using default security groups. The accounts owners can do anything what they like, and which was really interesting to see when we started doing this auto remediation or verifying and going into details of all of these. Um, we are also doing some cost efficient resources, deleting some of them off, some stale snapshots from EBS and other areas, also from RDS. We move to intelligent tiering through S3, because S3 is something which everybody creates for their own purpose and always forget about their lifecycle policies, and they just sit there forever and ever. So yeah, this is it. A couple of our friends also talk before me who talk about log retention, and I think that is a very important thing uh, uh, for everyone to understand in cloud, that log retention policies on CloudWatch, because it's not just on CloudWatch we keep our logs. We keep our log on CloudWatch, then we move it to Splunk or Datadog, or we replicate it, or put analytics on it by different tools. So we don't really need it in all these places. So log retention is really important for us to get CloudWatch log into cost control. So yeah, this was it. There was a question a couple of minutes back. I was listening in when somebody asked that how do you notify the resource owners? And for that, what we have implemented, I'm sorry, I'm not having my policy right now up, but we use this missing creator information where we always tag the creator um, mm, resource at the time of the creation on the event based. So we always tag a contact person. If somehow that is missed or removed later on, we always pull that information and send across to all the CTOs to see some of the high cost resources who are not tagged properly. So we use the contact tag using our C7N mailer to send out to everyone. I hope that that helps to people who were looking for that. So yeah, how is Cloud Custodian unifying, or how it is helping us to unify everything? So policy as a code, it's making it so simple for everyone. Writing the simpler YAML policies, a couple of lines can make a big difference in our day-to-day. It is a multi-cloud provider. In the next slide, I have some sample policies showing that how simple it can just connect to AWS, GCP, and Azure. And centralized management system. I there are a few things which we can say it's really good about, is how quickly it can govern. It is a single console for all of our security vulnerabilities, cost. We can just control anything we like. It is quite powerful itself, and that's what sometimes scare me. But yes, it is really nice, and it's seamless integration with the workflow, like validate, dry run, and run. It's so simply goes into the pipeline. It just explained by itself that how it helps us to do things. We will go into our framework as well, that how we use it, but just giving you a sneak peek on it, that we have defined our policies more in global policies, giving control to uh, only some of the contributors, and having a robust review process on it. And then also there are policies using the same framework which can be applied to individual accounts, where the account um, DevOps, if each account DevOps can add their own policies, and make their own changes. So it just give them a nice environment, inclusive environment to make their own changes. Yes, this is the slide which I was talking about. Like, you see how policy comes in with a filter and an action, and it's just same. It just follow the same pattern, same language, and it is just easy to write for any cloud provider. So yeah, I appreciate that. We are currently only on AWS, but as an S&P Global, we are exploring Azure and GCP in coming months, and I'm very hopeful that we will be implementing multi-cloud solutions soon. Yes, I want to talk something about our framework, and I hope you can see my screen. Yeah, our framework was adopted 5 years ago. It has 150 global policies. These policies includes our inventory policies, our security auto remediation policies, our cost auto remediation policies, and many more policies which just notify people that, okay, there are some things which is not right in your account, or not working for us, in those sense. Plus, there are numerous OU and individual account policies. These policies are which we cannot do at a global level. And I'll show you one example. There a couple of months back, especially this happened, that that we were implementing of IAM deregistration policy. When we deregister an IAM from a dev account, and somehow that IAM was shared with the prod account. Oh, sorry, I'm saying AMI, and that AMI was shared with the prod account as well. It doesn't pick up on unused, but Custodian has made some changes and it is working, and a new content which is a cross account sharing tag is there, and we can filter our AMIs with that. But yes, a couple of months back, we were struggling with that, and so we did not apply this of AMI deregister at global level, but our individual account, who were confident with that, they applied that at their account level. So that worked out nice for them, saving some money. If you deregister AMIs, you can actually delete the snapshots associated with that very easily. So yeah, overall cost saving for everyone. Yeah, we are using a Git project. It is crowdsourced across organization. People can come in and contribute. It's good. We have a good, robust review system so that we don't just disrupt any of the other account for any of our work here. There are 250 plus AWS accounts. OU control IAM execution. Which is very important, that the IAM role that we deploy is similar or to same and has the same equal power in all the accounts, that they can execute all of our custodian policies. Our policy is a bit different. It is not event driven at the moment. It is more on a schedule based execution for deployed on ECS containers. We run them at two different time of the days. One run daily, which runs almost midnight, and one set of policies which are more frequent, like EC2 or tagging policies. They run more frequently on an hourly basis. So we run two schedule of the container based on these. And yes, we use SNS for email and notification. This is our framework. I think I have talked through most of it, but yes, I will just say that there are some things which are defined at each account level, which is the ECS is created at the account level, and plus there are IAM to execute these policies. Plus we have centralized shared logging of the output at an S3 bucket, which is very helpful for creating our Power BI output and the channel through it. Plus we have a shared SNS mailer, which is also very nice to have a shared service for this, so that we don't replicate it everywhere, and also it's save cost for us, and we can monitor what's happening, what's going in, what's going out. Yeah. As a summary, my team, we are all really happy using Cloud Custodian. It has emerged as a versatile solution, aligning seamlessly with our organization goals. So I would say that with all my confidence. Some of the matrix, governance, security, cost, all of these are really important and being pulled up very easily by Cloud Custodian. The examples policy, which were shared in the previous slide, they were really important, really nice, and we almost follow the same. But yes, I'm here for the rest of the day as well. And if you want me to share any of the policy, I can go through that and share the policies. I would just like to tell a little bit on the future as well, what S&P is looking. And yes, we are exploring multi-cloud. As mentioned, we are exploring Lambda-based policies, which will be on GitHub, and these Lambda-based policies will enable us to do much more event-driven activities as well, which will be very useful. So yeah, more policies coming up.
Great. Thank you so much. I know you've been answering a few questions for people here. I don't know if that's any specific one you want to repeat or call out, or I'll go from the bottom. Any specific reason why running ECS on each account as opposed to assume role in other accounts?
Sorry, yes. We were running ECS on each account because that enables that account to so that the accounts can run their own policies based on their own needs as well. Plus, we are running more of a global policies also in their account, so that we don't interrupt the execution. If the ECS in one account fail, does not mean that all of the execution for that night fail for all the accounts. So yeah, overall, it was a decision which we had to compare and made, and we made that okay, ECS will run in all the accounts. ECS only runs in one region for all account. It's not like it's like every region runs its own, like we'll have to do for Lambda, that Lambda runs in each region for their resources. But yeah, I hope that
Great.
answers.
I hope so. Where you use AWS CM use case, please?
Sorry, could you explain more?
Persona, I don't know if you want to unmute yourself and ask the question to clarify. Where do you use AWS CM? What do you mean by that?
Person here. Yeah, you in your diagram you used certification manager, certification secret manager. Where you
Oh
use?
yes, secret manager. Yes, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, actually, I need to know where you use the secret manager, how you apply secret manager with your architecture.
Okay, so we are using secret manager with our architecture is when we roll out our central IAM policies across all accounts. So overall, we want our IAM policy that runs ECS task should be all same, so that whenever we roll out a new global policy, it will be it should be more have all the permission to run these policies. So sorry, missing a word there. So yeah, we need the secret manager there. So that's why.
Okay, thank you, Cole.
Umair, you're on mute. Sorry.
Sorry, my bad. There are a few more questions if you want to look at them afterwards.